Hi, thank you for coming back to my channel. I have another word that the Lord has put on my heart to share with you, and it's in regards to a famine and a food shortage that will be happening in the future. And we will be reading from Psalms 105 and also Ezekiel chapter 4. So in Psalms 105, we will start in verse 16. It says, He called for a famine on the land of Canaan, cutting off its food supply. Then he sent someone to Egypt ahead of them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. They bruised his feet with fetters and placed his neck in an iron collar until the time came to fulfill his dreams. The Lord tested Joseph's character. Then Pharaoh sent for him and set him free. The ruler of the nation opened his prison door. Joseph was put in charge of all the king's household, and he became ruler over all the king's possessions. He could instruct the king's aides as he pleased and teach the king's advisors. So Joseph had to warn the people that there will be a famine coming, and it will be 7 years of good and 7 years of bad. And sometimes when we get prophecy or warning from the Lord, it may not be for that present time. It could be something for the near future. So we have to keep that in mind. When there is a prophecy, it may not happen right away. And that, just like it says, until the time came to fulfill his dreams, the Lord tested Joseph's character. And just like Noah, when Noah was warning the people of God that there will be a flood and that they needed to get into the ark, and the people was not listening to him, and when it happened, they saw that his word was true. And so this is the time that the Lord is telling his people to get into the ark, get ready, prepare. There is something coming. And so we have to be mindful of that, and also always take it back to the Lord in prayer and ask him what he would have you to do. So if we go to Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 1, it says, And now, son of man, take a large clay brick and set it down in front of you. Then draw a map of the city of Jerusalem on it. Show the city under siege. Build a wall around it so no one can escape. Set up the enemy camp and surround the city with siege ramps and battering rams. Then take an iron girdle and place it between you and the city. Turn toward the city and demonstrate how harsh the siege will be against Jerusalem. This will be a warning to the people of Israel. Now lie on your side and place the sins of Israel on yourself. You are to bear their sins for the number of days you lie there on your side. I am requiring you to bear Israel's sins for 390 days, 1 day for each year of their sin. After that, turn over and lie on your right side for 40 days, 1 day for each year of Judah's sin. Meanwhile, keep staring at the siege of Jerusalem. Lie there with your arm barred and prophesy her destruction. I will tie you up with ropes so you won't be able to turn from side to side until the days of your siege have been completed. Now, go and get some wheat, barley, beans, lentils, millet, and ember wheat, and mix them together in a storage jar. Use them to make bread for yourself during the 390 days you will be lying on your side. Ration this out to yourself, 8 ounces of food for each day, and eat it at set times. Then measure out a jar of water for each day, and drink it at set times. Prepare and eat this food as you would barley cakes. While all the people are watching, bake it over a fire using dried human dung as fuel, and then eat the bread. Then the Lord said, This is how Israel will eat defiled bread in the Gentile lands to which I will banish them. Then I said, O sovereign Lord, must I be defiled by using human dung? For I have never been defiled before. From the time I was a child until now, I have never eaten any animal that died of sickness or was killed by other animals. I have never eaten any meat forbidden by the law. All right, the Lord said, you may bake your bread with cow dung instead of human dung. Isn't that crazy? Then he told me, Son of man, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem. It will be weighed out with great care and eaten fearfully. The water will be rationed out drop by drop, and the people will drink it with dismay. Lacking food and water, people will look at one another in terror, and they will waste away under their punishment. So, in Ezekiel chapter 4, Ezekiel had to show a demonstration of what would happen to the people of God because of their sin. Because of so much sin and rebellion and idolatry and adultery, God was passing judgment on these people. And there's a lot going on in our world as where the Lord is not pleased with, but he wants his people to be, safe, and he wants to take care of us. And he gives us a warning so that we can be prepared. And so he was telling Ezekiel that, to stock up, get wheat, get barley, get lentils, get millet, get ember wheat, and then to ration it out. So when this happens, we won't be able to eat like 3 meals a day. You'll just have to ration out water. And I would suggest that this would be a time for you to just practice fasting so that your body is just not in shock. Or also, when you do stock up, keep in mind that you should be rotating it, because we don't know when the famine will happen. We don't know when the food shortage will happen. So rotate it. So if you start to see that the expiration dates are going to expire on some of the canned goods, then start using that and getting new. And it doesn't have to be all at once. You can just get little by little, each paycheck, stock up little by little and put it in your home, so that when this happens, you won't have nothing in your home. So take everything back to the Lord of God, to the Lord in prayer. I thank you so much for hearing this word. It's been a long time that I should have did it, but I thank you. May God bless you. Have a great day.